In the heart of the mist-shrouded woods, where daylight seemed to vanish before it even touched the forest floor, there lay a forgotten village named Hollow Creek. Its name, a whisper of past sorrows, was all that remained to remind the world of its existence. To those who lived nearby, Hollow Creek was a place of eerie legends shrouded in superstition and fear. It was a night like any other when Thomas, an adventurous historian, decided to investigate the village's desolate ruins. Equipped with only a flashlight and a worn journal, he ventured into the gloom, driven by tales of ancient rites and lost souls. As he crossed the threshold of the village, the air grew colder, and an unsettling silence enveloped him. The buildings, decayed and skeletal, loomed like silent sentinels from a forgotten time. Thomas's flashlight flickered, casting dancing shadows that seemed almost alive. Each step he took echoed with an unnatural resonance, a hollow sound that seemed to reverberate from the depths of the earth itself. He paused near what was once the village square, now a patch of cracked stone and overgrown weeds. Here, he found a peculiar sight, a circle of charred stones, still warm despite the damp chill of the night. Inside the circle, a strange symbol had been etched into the ground, its meaning lost to time but its presence undeniably sinister. A sudden gust of wind swept through, extinguishing Thomas's flashlight. Panic surged as he fumbled for the spare batteries. In the pitch black, he could hear whispers, soft, indistinct, like the murmurs of distant voices. They seemed to float around him, growing louder and more urgent. Thomas managed to relight his flashlight, but the circle of stones had changed. The symbol was now pulsating, its lines glowing faintly as if alive. As he stared at it, the whispers coalesced into clearer voices, pleading and sorrowful. Drawn to the voices, Thomas followed their call. They led him to an old well at the edge of the village. The air around it was thick with an oppressive heaviness, and the voices grew louder, more desperate. Peering into the well, Thomas saw only darkness. But as he stared, a faint, ghostly light began to glow from below. Faces emerged from the gloom, pale, mournful visages of those who had once lived in Hollow Creek. Their eyes were wide with terror, their mouths moving soundlessly. Thomas stumbled back, horrified. The well's spectral figures began to reach out toward him, their hands stretching upward as if trying to escape their prison. The ground trembled beneath him, and the whispers turned into wails of anguish. Desperate to escape, Thomas turned to leave, but the forest seemed to close in around him. The trees, once distant and benign, now appeared twisted and malevolent. Every path he tried seemed to lead him back to the well, as though the village itself was a trap, drawing him deeper into its nightmare. Hours later, when the first light of dawn broke through the trees, the village of Hollow Creek lay still and quiet once more. The sun's rays barely touched the ground, filtered through the thick, heavy mist. Thomas was never found. Only his journal remained, open to a final, frantic entry. The echoes, they call to me. I see their faces. I hear their cries. I am trapped. There is no escape. The village of Hollow Creek remains abandoned, a place where shadows dance and whispers linger, forever a testament to the dark secrets that lie beneath the surface. And those who wander too close to its ruins might still hear the faint echoes of Thomas's last, terrified breath carried on the wind. So if you find yourself near Hollow Creek, heed this warning. Sometimes, the past is better left buried, for some echoes are not meant to be heard, and if you listen too closely, they might just call you to join them in the endless night. The end.